What's good, my MoneyPot team, A2D family? We are back live Sunday, 10 a.m., and we are talking about, is this the lowest point as a Philadelphia sports fan? We got B. Diddy on the docket. He's looking at some plays. You got your man Moss Money. We here. We're live. Let's go.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that?
Oh, yeah! What the fuck are you talking about?
And we are live. Man, I feel good this morning, man. Everybody wake up 10 o'clock a.m. Thank you for all joining MoneyPot Podcast. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend. We getting jumping it off real early. My man B. Diddy is on the way. He had to jump out real quick and then come back in. He had something going on. So I'm going to lead the show, man. It's going to be a solo act just for the beginning of it, and I don't got no problem with that. Let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Let us talk about the membership. So if you haven't joined, let me bring this up real quick. We are introducing the A2D membership. I call it the MTM team, Money Team membership. And within here, you can get these amazing perks, including shout-outs on the show right away. You can get members-only show. You can get appearances on the show. And obviously, the money picks for me, myself, MoneyPot Podcast, and my guys from the team. We can go the weekly picks. We'll go into what we just did this weekend. I'm always about accountability. I was talking to Tom today about holding each other accountable. We're always being accountable about what we're doing on the shows because we want to give you the best locks. Everybody out there, everybody, what they do is we got these whale plays or we just missed by one. We always miss by one, but if you look at the plays, I'm hitting 85% with no shit because of some of the odds that you're picking are minus 300, minus 4,000, minus 400. They're obvious wins, right? So I don't want to hear about just win by one. People are putting money on the line. They don't want to hear that I just lost by one, right? I understand those parlay party guys and get it. They hit, right? They can hit, but let's be real. The odds of you hitting on a consistent basis is hard. That's why they keep telling you I only miss by one, right? They want to keep you grabbing, keep you gravitating to the big hit, the $50 hit that hits you, $5 or $6 grand. And we all love that. We all want that, right? I'm no different than anybody else, but I mean, come on, man. We're trying to give you the best plays, the best picks, and show you a good way on how to bet because everybody's betting. It's so easy from the docket of your phone. So let's talk about the plays we did this weekend. So this weekend we did okay. I want to say we did okay. We had a losing week though. So we had three bigger parlays. We had one 2-team parlay that we get into but we swept the straight plays. We clean swept the straight plays. We had 3 straight plays, and that's what really saved us. But the parlays, one of the parlays hit by one, but I'm not going to get into, oh man, it went by one. And that could have been a $1,300 hit. The other two had some good hits on there. I called some good knockouts in the UFC. Called the Tank knockout yesterday as well. We had some good plays in there, but obviously they didn't hit, man. So you can only talk about that so much. So I want to shout out my guy B Diddy for jumping on, man. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's good?
We here.
Yeah, we here.
Sunday
We here.
back at it.
I want to talk to everybody out there. Shout out to homie Tom jumping on. What's good, bro? All day, man. I'm up morning. Got my morning coffee. You know what I mean? Let's go. Shout out to Pete. What's up, bro? Bucks are the best team. And we'll get right into the poll, man. Right, like you said, Pete, disagree to the poll, man. If you're out there, like I said, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that follow, hit that notification. Tell a friend to tell a friend, like I always say, man. And answer to the poll, man. Agree or disagree. This is our lowest point as a Philadelphia sports fan. I want that to resonate, right? I want you to bring back those old feelings of all the years of being Philadelphia sports fans and what does it mean to be a Philadelphia sports fan. dig back this early in the morning, man. I don't mean to start it off negative, but we have to talk about this, right? Because there's a rant that goes with this. Because if you look at it, we have no winners in this city. And that's tough. We could talk about it with each other, right? We don't want to talk to no Dallas fans. We don't want to talk to no Giants fans. We don't want to talk to no Washington fans. We don't want to talk to no other fans, St. Louis fans. And we don't want to talk to no other fans but Philadelphia fans about what it's like to be a Philadelphia sports fan because they don't know. They don't understand, right? We've been starving for chip after chip in the city, and we got a taste of it. We got a small taste of it, and now it looked like, hey, what happened? Like, we're going way backwards, like way backwards with all this stuff, right? Like, look at the start. Obviously, the Eagles got the chip, right? And then the Sixers are looking solid. The process, trust the process. The processes look like it's not even trust the process. It's just the process, right? You see the development of that, right? Then the Phillies went out and spent all that money on all those players, right? And then the Flyers had that kind of not I won't say miracle, but that magical run when they went deep in the playoffs, I think a year or two. Now look at us. Philadelphia, where are we? Agree to disagree, Brent. What's up?
Yeah, man, you called it, man. I think right now in this pivotal moment in sports in Philadelphia, you're absolutely right, brother. I think we are probably at the lowest. I think you're seeing every one of our teams possibly in rebuild mode, other than the Philadelphia Phillies. They just can't get it right. And as much as you want to root for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you look at that lineup, I just every day I look at the lineup and I'm like, God, we should be so much better than what we are. When you look down the starting nine, I know we
Right,
got some injuries, but then it's just our bullpen has to be the worst of all time, bro. So
right,
that's just killing us in these small and short games, giving up runs, and it's like we're on that that unbounds, right? We'll one day our that lineup that I'm talking about will be on fire, right? But then we can't keep no runs off the board for the other team, or then we have like the other day, Aaron Nola breaks the record or ties the record in most consecutive strikeouts, and we
yeah.
fucking lose the game 3-2 in an extra. It's like, and why is Nerlens still on this fucking team? I just don't understand it. Time in, time out, he blows saves. Get his ass off the team. For me, he's in my Ben Simmons bucket.
Oh,
Um, and
I
then you
thought
have
Ben got to be there
you
by
have
himself.
yeah, but Nerlens is right there, bro. He has no confidence as a closer, and he's blowing games that we need, in conference games. I mean, in division games. We can't allow that.
Yeah,
But then going to the Sixers, bro. I don't know where we are. Are we in just a transition of a pieces, and we can be right back at it because we do have such a great talent in Joel Embiid. We do got surrounding shooters. I know a couple guys say they do want to come back and play for the Sixers. Doc
which I
Rivers,
like.
I
Which I
believe Doc.
like.
Yeah, and I think Doc Rivers got this team kind of heading in the right direction, although the super collapse in the playoff. I think we're kind of shifting, and I don't want to put the blame on Doc because this isn't a team that he built. This is a team he inherited. So are we just a switch of players and pieces? Right now, I'm looking at Reggie Jackson going off in the playoffs. Is that a move we possibly try to make and get Reggie Jackson over here? That's going to be able to give us 18 to 20 points, or maybe it's an admiration. Maybe he can give us 17 to 20 a game, but be that true point guard. I don't know. I'm just looking and searching.
Is he a free agent
Or
next year?
I don't
Or
know if
no?
he's a free agent,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know. I don't know if these LA Clippers are buying fitting pieces for a year, or whatever the situation may be.
Yeah,
I got to look deeper into it, but I think the Sixers, right? Are we just a piece away? We could be right back at it. But as far as the Eagles, I think we're in rebuild mode, man. I just think we're about two,
super
3 years,
rebuild.
maybe even longer, to where we want to be at. We don't know if this is our quarterback of the future or not. And then the Flyers, I'm a Flyer guy. I feel like we've been just steadily just not good enough. Got Tampa Bay right now running the table, possibly being back to back champions. And how about Montreal? Coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, they said
So
they said a lot of this series is gonna be a good series. It's gonna be a fast. It's gonna be a fast on the ice type series. They said.
yeah, I see the overs in the series. I'm gonna take another closer look at it. I like
Yeah.
Tampa Bay though. Really, I think they're just a better team overall.
Mm-hmm.
I think Montreal's just on that Atlanta Hawks swing, kind of
Mm,
like, if you get what I'm saying. I just think they're underdogs in every series and they're just winning.
yeah.
Atlanta Hawks, same thing, right? Underdogs are just winning. But the bus stops at some point. Right now, Atlanta bus stops today. Right, the
Right.
Bucks now figured them out. I don't think last game was a, you know,
A fluke.
uh, a fluke. I think that's how the rest of the series is going to be, and that's how it should be.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I
No.
thought, actually, tell you the truth, I thought Atlanta game one was more the fluke of Trae Young going off of 40+ points. That's not happening every game.
Of course not. No.
So
No. I saw he
but
came
anyway,
out and
that's
tried to take some ownership on the loss that was on him, and I'm just thinking in my head like, dog, you lost by like 30. You know what I mean? It was the whole
yeah.
team.
I
Like
mean,
it wasn't just you. You weren't going to be the X factor that made that up. Now I'm not saying you can't, but
for
you know what I
sure.
mean? Like he lost
But
by 30, bro.
he's
Like
taking
come
that
on.
leadership role. He's taking that leadership role of this team, and I've seen it on the court. Although he's really great at what he does and how he's doing, I'm really impressed by Trae Young and his maturity on the court, becoming a better basketball player. Those are the things you're looking to see in the first few years of an NBA supposedly quote unquote star. Is
Hmm.
just the progression. And I feel like I keep going back to Ben Simmons. You didn't see no progression over the last 4 years. I'm gonna end it there. But back to Trae Young, you're seeing the progression, maturity, him seeing the court better, him feeling more confident and comfortable, him dishing the ball, getting players in the right position, even at a point where I feel like they were in a slump within the game when the game was a little bit shorter the last game.
Yeah.
And you can just see him like, dap his teammates up as they're going back on defense because of mistakes. So you can see the leadership quality there and him wanting to get better. So I can expect him to take that responsibility, although like you said, it's a 30-point game. Y'all didn't have no chance, and it wasn't Trae Young.
Right.
Unfortunately, y'all ain't got no more chances at all. That was it. They're
Yeah.
gonna go to Atlanta. And they may not win a game in Atlanta. I don't care
Right.
who's gonna be in the crowd.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
you know what I'm saying. I just think
Who was that?
Bucks are
Quavo?
just
That be out there?
everybody. Quavo,
Migos?
you had everybody out there.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a million people in Atlanta right now watching this
Right.
game to watch them lose by at least 10 again.
Yeah. All right, and we'll get to the predictions of the NBA Finals, man. I want to kind of take a step back here. We went on a nice little rant about, if y'all out there, man, if y'all just joining, man, make sure y'all agree to disagree to pro. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the stream. Share the stream. If you're out there, if you're a membership person online right now, speak up. Let me know that what we're doing is the right thing on the weekends for the plays, man. Let me know, man, because that's the only way we're going to know that we're really changing and affecting people and helping people win a couple bucks, man. So
Correct.
I actually I agreed to the poll because it takes me all the way back to almost, oh man, what was that? It had to be like almost 30 years ago, because I mean the Rich
Damn,
Kotite
30?
year.
Jesus.
Like I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think in like early 90s, right? Early 90s
Yeah, but
when
you had
we
the
had,
Flyers back then too, though. You had the Flyers coming around pretty strong with the Eric Lindrosses and
yeah, but that was late
you know what I'm
90s,
saying?
right? Wasn't that like late 90s?
Yeah, mid. But what you talking early
I'm like
90s?
92, like talking like Ricky Waters, you know what I mean? Rich
Yeah.
Kotite, Ray Rhodes, you know what I mean? The Sixers
But then
had
you had
were
the
like
Phillies
Derek,
though. No, you
like
had the
Dawkins.
Phillies because you had the Phillies too. You had the Phillies, yeah, because you had the Phillies going to the World Series in what 93.
Oh, they did. Oh yeah, that's right. Because that
You
was
had the Lenny
Dalton,
Dykstra,
Dykstra,
Derek,
Kruk,
Kruk. Yep.
Williams. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like I'm trying to think because there's always in all major sports teams, there's always one team that's doing well, right? There's always a team
Mhm.
that's doing well, whether it be hockey, be football, be basketball. And I just feel I'm trying to remember a time when we were just bad across the board. Like not
Mhm.
one team was even in contention. Because that's how I feel right now. I look at
Right.
every team on in this city, and I don't feel confident about a contender. Like we felt confident about the Sixers, but we seen how that turned out. And now the question
Yeah.
is, are they going to trade Bim? Are they going to blow it up? Is Doc the right guy? What's Morey going to do? Can we get Bill? Can we get Dame? I mean, there's all these questions and all this stuff about what we can do to make this team better. When I'm just looking at it, like use your eyes. Like we were the best team in the East per the record. It shouldn't have
Mhm.
happened, but guess what? It did, right? And it's the same. It's the same. Conversation that we keep having over and over again about Ben Simmons, and I'm not going to go there. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm done talking about it. We all know what he is. It is what it is. So, and I'm looking at the Eagles. We're trying to be optimistic with the Eagles, right? But there's already reports coming out that they don't think Jalen Hurts is the guy already, right? And then we're already looking at Watson now. right? Can Watson's legal stuff get cleared up, and what are we going to give up for him? What are we
Man,
going
I
to
don't
do
care
with
nothing
him?
about that. I don't care nothing about that legal stuff, bro. Bring his
Fine.
ass here. You feel me?
Bring his ass.
We'll figure
Yeah,
that legal shit out later.
right.
But not pushing that to the curb. But his talent at this moment and to be on our Philadelphia Eagle would be tremendous, bro. And if he did some bullshit, then hey, he deserves to do whatever he's gonna do to have to rectify that. But if we can get an opportunity to get Deshaun Watson, bro, you're talking about a franchise changer, not a
Pull the
franchise
trigger.
quarterback. You're talking about a changer,
Pull the
right?
trigger.
Yeah,
Pull the damn trigger.
it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some freak shit with him. as long
Freak
as he
boy.
as
Freak
long as he
boy.
ain't going to he's just a freak boy. As long as he ain't going to jail, I think we can figure it out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I think Jalen will be a good backup quarterback. I said that.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have the attributes to be a starting quarterback in his league
I think
for
the ability
for his
attributes, not
franchise.
just like he's got the mental, but not the just the
Yeah, for
ability.
sure, man.
Just the
I think
ability
he's
to
a person
there.
you'll want on his team.
Yeah,
You
for
want him
sure.
in the film rooms. You want him and you want him as your backup just in case or change of pace. I just think for the long run, I don't think he has the attributes to grow into an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, I get that. So
Unfortunately, and I like Jalen. I think he's a winner.
shout out to NWC. I'm just gonna say that. How much do you think the NBA hates the idea of the Suns versus Bucks or Hawks NBA Finals? Absolutely. And I think you said it right here. They ain't gonna be getting no good ratings with those type of teams in the finals. You
Well,
know what I
that's
mean?
not true, Nate. That's not true. That's not true. NBA ratings are up 35% in these
Oh,
playoffs,
yeah.
and that's without the normal names. Yeah,
All
up
right. Well,
35%. That's huge.
so let's go right into that type of talk, man. When we get into our preview and predictions, and it seems like I know Luke came out and said something about how he thinks that he's been here before 3-1. Obviously, it was a different team. You had Bron on there, right? But you're down 3-1 right now. Looking at the odds, it's completely the Suns and the Bucks, the championship odds. Now, remember, I said this on this show. I said this on the Wednesday show. And anybody's ever asked me, I said back almost in the beginning of round one. What did I say? I said the Bucks were a good play.
Good
I said
play.
the good
Good play.
play to win the whole thing, and I think they were 8.5 or 9-1 to win it all. Right. So I hope somebody took that because I was on it. But I hope somebody else got that because that looks like a play. Because now we're talking about what we love to talk about is hedge, right? Because if the Bucks get in, then you can guarantee your money. You know what I mean? Like what I tell you, when you see my face, we talking guaranteed money. So right now,
And hold on, Nate. Before you move on, because of who gonna be meeting them in the final?
who the
Huh?
Suns? Oh yeah,
How
yeah.
about them Suns? I done told y'all about the Suns, boy.
You got something
Y'all
on the
wasn't trying
Suns?
to hear me, huh?
You got something on the Suns? To win it
Of
all?
course, man. I've been talking to you about the Suns since Series 1.
Oh, we're gonna go head
And
to head there.
y'all talk about shit, LeBron James, 80% LeBron James can beat the Suns. I said okay. I said sure will. Not the way the team is playing.
When'd you get him
But
at?
nah, man.
What was it at? When you got it?
I gotta look at back. I can't go back. I gotta look at
Yeah.
what my odds are. But I think they're in a plus like 11 at the time.
Oh,
They're going
yeah.
11
I
or
like
60. I
that.
think maybe
Go
60
ahead
plus
then.
1600 plus
Let's get
1100.
this money then. I like that. So right,
Yeah,
and
something small.
and something small, but now look at the odds though. The odds right now, the Suns are minus 110 to win it all,
Yeah,
and the
because the way
Bucks
they're
are plus
playing, man.
110. You know what I mean?
And how
And
about that? 3 years ago, the Suns were what 19 wins. They were just like
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Monty, man, doing his
man.
thing. So
Monty, Chris Paul.
right now we have the exact results, and it's looking like obviously a runaway. The Bucks to beat the Phoenix Suns at plus 115, and the Suns to beat the Bucks at plus 135. Obviously, we go on both sides of the different fence. I got the Bucks winning it all. You got the Suns winning it all. So so tell me your prediction. Obviously,
Well, Nate, I think I don't know if it's. I like the Bucks. I actually do like the Bucks to win it all. I think they're the better team. I just had the value. Sometimes you just got bet on value, right?
oh, for sure.
Sometimes the value makes more sense than what you actually feel as though you should pick, right? Like I think ultimately, the value is the one that needs to be talked about more than your favorite. So that was where my Suns came in. I think I want to win either way on this. So
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
uh, I think the Bucks are a better team. But man, the Phoenix Suns have been playing really, really well. They got DeAndre Ayton playing out of his fucking mind.
yeah. What do you have? 20 and
Um,
20 last night.
yeah, and that's become the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the Phoenix Suns, they play composed, they play well under the whistle. They don't get too off kilter. And then sometimes the Bucks kind of rely on that dribble drive to the basket and unstoppable at the Greek Freak. But then is Middleton going to show up in this game or not? You know what I mean? Are you going to have Lopez stay out on the outside and continue to shoot these threes? So I think the Suns are consistently good all year. Consistent.
Mm-hmm.
They've been consistently good all year. I think Milwaukee, we've had question marks all year, and they play in the playoffs too. Like, are they showing up? Are they not? Or is everybody clicking? Are they not? Like, Suns have been the same constant beat your ass all year.
Yeah,
All year. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting final.
yeah. I like I said, I've always liked the Bucks. I thought they were battle tested from the start. They've been close to here before, and it's just what was going to get them over the hump. And I always thought it was Holiday. And Holiday had some big moments in a couple big games. I think was it game one he dropped? Even though they lost, he dropped 33.
Game who? Holiday?
Yeah, I thought so.
In the first game?
Was it the first or the second game?
Or the Atlanta game? No,
yeah, against the Bucks. Yeah.
No, I don't think he Drew
Yeah,
Drew
bro.
Holiday ain't dropped no 30 points.
Hold up, I'm about to bring this shit up. I don't know what you talking about, dog.
I know what he did drop. He almost dropped his ankles. That's what he almost dropped. The way Trae Young crossed his ass over and shimmy at the top of the key.
Yo, man, first game he had
That's what
33 and 10, 41 minutes.
Oh, damn. He had 30. I couldn't even tell. After that shimmy, it was over for me with Drew. He had 30? Damn.
He had 33 and 10.
Hey, listen, I've been 100% of my player props in that series, bro.
Oh, you got to
really,
give us
really
some
good.
props, bro. So
Yeah,
let's
the player props be like them last. Oh my God, I should have, but it's been a week. It's been a week.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the Zubac props, Vegas
Killing
has
it.
not caught up.
Yeah, double
They have
doubles
not
he's
caught up.
getting.
They're nowhere near.
Yeah,
Not even. I've hit
I've been
on
on them.
points. I've hit on rebounds. I've hit on rebound and points.
Yeah, good
Just
gem.
smash them, and they still
Good
will not
gem.
adjust the line, bro. That's for 3 straight games,
Good.
and they've only
gem.
moved it up last game by 1.5 points. And that was like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm smashing that again.
We haven't done this in a long time, bro. Let me hit him with the music.
Oh yeah, straight cash.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know that, when y'all hear that sound, that means that's a lock play. When y'all hear that music come on,
you're gonna hear a lot of
you know
that
what I
in
mean?
the fall, baby.
That means that's a lock play. We love that play. I love that Jimmy just dropped, man. I've been on him too, and I know the membership folks have known that. I've been on him too, so that's a good, nice little prop. Obviously for the next game. What's that, game 4 for them?
Yeah, right. I don't know
tomorrow?
how. I don't know.
Or game
Yeah,
5?
I don't know what. Just be mindful of. You got to watch the. It's going to be some adjustments that Ty Lue's going to make. So, it might be some changes.
He
You
don't care
got to
about
wait
that
to
ball.
see. Yeah, but Zubac is playing like 30 minutes, 30 plus minutes a game. So they've lost 2 straight, right? They lost 2. They lost the last game. They're down 3-1. He has to shake something up. I don't know if Zubac's they won. He's been playing well for me. I thought that was a matchup thing, but anyway, just gotta be watching those games as they come
I
up.
want to go some comments here, man. Do you think Devin Booker's a mini Kobe? Yo, man, I don't like I don't like the comparison to Kobe. I know that's coming up a lot. Is he very smooth and talented as a younger Kobe? And we're seeing that, but we're talking about Kobe, dog. You know what I mean? Like we're really
just
talking
be
about
Devin
Kobe.
Booker. That's all.
Huh?
Can players just be players? Can they be
Right,
themselves?
exactly.
Why we always have to compare somebody to the greatest player? Like
the greatest, like one of the greatest. Yeah, people got
Yeah,
Kobe's
like-
one, right?
No,
come
man.
on, dog. You know what
Devin
I mean?
Booker is, and I like Devin, man. Devin Booker is a great player. He's solid all around. Can dribble, can pass, can shoot, can
Yup.
attack. Got mid range, got deep distance. He's fearless. He can knock down his free throw. Like he's a complete player. When you're comparing him to a Kobe Bryant, you're talking about a championship player, right? So no, he's not Kobe Bryant. He's not close to Kobe Bryant.
No.
He starts getting some championships and lead his team to some championships. Then championships. That's plural. That's not just one.
Right.
That's not two. That's him playing the way he's playing and leading his team to championships.
What's Bean got?
Then we can
5?
start talking about
He's got
Kobe
5,
got
right?
5 championships. Yeah, man.
Come on,
You
man.
don't remember that 5 he put up?
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's go.
So yeah, and I respect the Booker's game.
Yeah, shout out Don, man. If y'all see Don on here, man, this is what I'm talking about, a membership, right? You see that little emblem right there next to his name? That means Don shut up for a membership, man. So shout out for Don to jumping on, man. I hope you had some hits last night, man. Let us know, man. Let me know how we've been doing on the plays, man. If you taking anything, make sure you share, tag your ticket, tag MoneyPot Podcast, man. Let people know, man, that we out here doing good things for people. All right, so we got so what's your prediction, man? Suns all the way, or you got the Bucks?
Oh man, I think it's gonna be a good series,
or you think any other Atlanta's got a shot? Because we know, obviously the Clip.
Atlanta. Yeah, they got a shot. They do got a shot. They got a shot. They got a puncher's chance.
A puncher's chance. That line is right now. That line is -4.5 Bucks. Atlanta.
Away.
The total is
away
224.
And I'm smacking it. And I'm smacking it.
Smacking it.
Smacking it. Smacking
Yo,
it. They went
I've been
by 10.
all over these unders, dog. These unders have been great.
Yeah, they've been good.
These unders on both sides of the ball.
Another gem.
Go ahead.
Another gem. Milwaukee scores first 5. It's always a good. It's hit these last 3 games. It got. I think game 1 it didn't hit because I heard her hit a 3.
Yeah.
But if you look at the advantage, Bucks are going to get the ball first every time on a tip.
Yeah, of course.
So the first 5 points is a good play, usually like -1.5, 140. So there's a little bit of juice on there. But I think you're going to get the tip automatically, and most likely Giannis is going to either get to the hole or it's going to be a long 3 from somebody coming off a screen for the Bucks. So you usually get the first 2 to 3 points. Now, if they can get a stop, then you're in the driver's seat, right?
Yep.
So I've been playing that first 5 points, and I think I'm going to say I'm 2 for 2 and 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at that first 5, and it's the first game in Atlanta, right? So we're breaking this game down. It's the first game in Atlanta. Bucks on the road. So if you like the first 5 for the Bucks, does that mean you like the first quarter for the Bucks too?
No, I don't. I'm not messing with the first quarter because I do think Atlanta will come out fighting. Right, they're going to be home crowd behind them. The reason why I like the first 5 points is because I know they're going to get the tip. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get the tip, and they're going to be able to get an opportunity to get to the basket first. So that's why I like that play.
That makes sense.
I think the advantage in the first 5 is there, and you have Giannis that they cannot stop going to the hole.
Yeah.
So it's not like, okay, they get the tip and it's going to be a brick down the other end or a bad shot, possibly. But I'm grading that 100% we're going to get the tip, or Bucks are going to get the tip, and they're 50% to make a bucket.
Right.
Versus,
right.
The first quarter that Atlanta can kind of catch on and become, say it's 5-3, 5-2, I win. And then Atlanta go on a quick run, it might be 10-7. You know what I'm saying? And then the first quarter can go back and forth, I think. But first 5, the advantage, when you're looking at value, the value advantage will be Bucks, because Bucks are going to get the tip first, and they have a player that they can be not stop going to the rim getting 2 points. That's what I'm saying.
And we're talking about some value here. Let's talk about the value of the membership, right? We're introducing the MTM, which I call it A2D Radio membership, Money Team membership for $9.99. You get amazing perks, including the shout outs, the members only shows, the appearances, weekly picks from us. We just gave you a gem earlier today that could be or might not be in the membership plan. Shout out to the homie B Diddy for doing that. And you're going to get more. I think what is also on, Tom just told me, all campus. There's a ramp booth on all campus is being added down from on the boardwalk. So if you're down in Jersey on the boardwalk, the all campus getting discounted gear and the ramp. Actually, I'm sorry, not the ramp booth, but discounted gear from the all campus shop that actually unfortunately had a fire there, but they're coming back strong, man. So talk about value. And like I said, we're not talking about weekly $9.99. We're not talking about bi-weekly. You know what I mean? We're talking about monthly, $10,
Mm,
less than your lunch. Let's go, man.
mm.
You know what I mean?
That's not even a meal at McDonald's no more, bro. You paying
Yeah,
$20 for meal.
right,
Although I don't know
right.
about that fast food stuff no more. You feel me?
No, no, we off that. We on that. You know what I mean? We on that, man. We on
But
that.
ultimately, it's a very, very, very good value, man.
Absolutely.
That is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I think I got the Bucks in the first half. Shout out to Don Don. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
I do
talking
like
about
Bucks first
that.
half.
Yeah,
I do.
we
I
were
do like
talking
that
about
play.
that too. And then I just
First
looked
quarter's
it up.
tricky. First half's a love.
Like you said, there's a little bit of juice. I didn't see first to 5 because I usually use FanDuel, but I see
Mm.
first quarter race to 10 points, and it's minus 148 for the Bucks.
What is it? Minus 148 to the 10?
Yeah, minus 148. So you got a good amount of juice on there. And
Yeah. It's a good amount of juice. I probably wouldn't lay to 10. First five is better value there because of what I was saying. But I do love what the gentleman did say. I do like
the
first
Bucks
half
first half.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah,
I think last game is really how the game series is going to go.
yeah,
I just think they're going to be. It may make it. It's not going to be 30-point games, right? I'm just thinking
yeah,
it's going to be in that. It's going to be not competitive because you got to look Atlanta, man. They're playing out of their minds, man. They just listen, man. That road to they've won every first game ever of the series away, right? They've gone to two
yeah.
back-to-back 7-game series and closed out away. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's just hard. At some point, they're going to be fatigued, and I feel as though this is that last game. You're going to start seeing that. Okay,
Yeah.
back to reality.
This is a
Great
bad.
season, guys, and we're going to get back at it next year.
I mean, they were the better team in the last series, but they weren't the better team kind of on paper. But this time,
Mhm.
I think it's both, right? The Bucks are the better team on paper, and they're just the better team in their series. And I think
Mhm.
who said it? Steven Smith said it. They just play big boy ball with
Big boy ball.
yeah, with Trey. And I think the
Yep.
size, the length, the amount of shooters, and the defenders that they have on this Bucks teams is just going to be too much. And I agree, man. I'm not sure how Atlanta wins another game. I'm really
Yeah.
not. I'm not sure. They're going to need a 40, a plus 40-point performance from Trey every game to do that. And I'm not sure he can do that against this team and this type of defense, man.
For sure. For sure.
Let me see here. Another question. Do y'all think Trey Young will have another bad game tonight? So let me look it up for you, bro. We'll do this live. And we do this live for you because, I mean, you're part of the membership, man. So we want to make sure we answer your question. So right now, I'm looking at Trey Young. His over and under is at 29.5 points right now. So, and just stick with me how I break down this game. So what I do is I go back to the games that he's been playing and see if I can get a sense of where he's at, right, in terms of what he's doing from the game. So last game, they got blown out. So he had 15 points. He was 6 for 16 shooting. Now, if we look at his history of bad shooting performances, right, he had one, he had the last game against us, the Sixers, he was 5 for 23. Still walked in at 21, which is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Another bad shooting day was the fifth game against us. He had 25 and he went 8 for 26. But every game that he had a bad shooting performance, he's responded big, right? He had 25 that game, then he responded with 39. That other game, he had 21 and responded with 48. So you see some of a trend there of him being able to respond. He typically doesn't have a bad game back-to-back shooting wise. The last time he had a back-to-back game shooting wise was, it looks like, against the Sixers, where he had 21 and then 28 and a combined he was 15 of 32. You know what I mean? Which is almost close to 50%. So it really wasn't that bad of a performance. So, but in those games, he's always had real heavy assist numbers. So he's a very smart and intelligent player, like B
Yep.
Diddy was saying, where if he's not shooting well, he's going to start to get people involved. So what
Mhm.
I would look at, and if you're scared, not scared, but if you don't like and love him scoring 30 today, which is a to me is a 50-50 shot, even though the juice says that he's going to score over 30, I would look at his assist, and he's at over and under 9.5, 10 assists. Um, He's had 10 assists in the last. He's had 10 assists out of the last 4 games 3 times. Right. So he's at 12, 10, 11, and then he just had this last. My bet is on him to get over 10.
Mhm.
I think
I mean,
he's a walk-in 25 and 8 assist guy.
yeah, for
Bad, good
sure.
night or bad, good night or not, and good night
And
is
they're
just
going,
no sweat
and
plays.
they're back home too, so they'll probably be a little more comfortable on their home court shooting the ball. So it's a supporting staff should probably be able to knock some shots down.
Yeah,
I'm sure McMillan would make some adjustments. As far as Trey Young, and just to piggyback off of you, when you're looking at props, bro, like if that's what he's looking for, I don't know if that was what the watcher was actually asking about. If he's looking for prop bets for Trey Young, there's just certain players that you just can't. The value is not enough for me on Trey Young because, like you said, he can have a terrible game and still drop 21, 25. He's still closing on that 29 points just because
mm-hmm,
he can get to the line and knock down his free throws.
mm-hmm,
So for me, it just depends how the game flow goes. It depends on what Trey Young going to do. So I can't bet on this 29 and a half. He can get 39. He can get 40. He can also give you 15 and 22. So for me, I don't have no read on that. There's certain players in certain moments they're going to go get their buckets, right? You can know LeBron in a must win, he's going to get 40, right?
mm-hmm.
That may not play out for Trey Young. It may not be needing for Trey Young to get 40 for them to win. That hasn't been built into his game yet. That hasn't been built into the Atlanta Hawks yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you got to look at some of the other guys if you're looking for prop bets that you can find some small value at. Like when you look at Collins and his rebounds, right? Like try to look
yep,
at where those he attacks the rim, he's going to be fouling the basketball, couple putbacks, certain things like that. You got to follow those small little other player props that you can smash and it'd be short lines sometimes because they're on. And there's certain players. Like for instance, I've been on Paul George and Booker's under since game one
yeah,
because I know they got to come back down to reality. I know Paul George is going to be under pressure a little bit more. So I hit him under 29 and a half last night. I hit Devin Booker under 27 and a half last night, although he had 25 and he was going to the line. But I hit that 27 because he just was uncomfortable with that mass. As you notice, he took it off. So you got to find those small in game things where you can kind of get value and get an edge and then smack those, right? Trey Young, for me, I see no view of an edge, so I don't bet no prop for him. No prop. Now
yeah.
he can give you he can give you over 10 assists. I do like that play. I will lean it, but still 10 assists is a lot. If the game comes down to him having to score more, then those assists goes out the window, and then it's like, oh fuck. It was more of a Trey Young 40-point game than it was a 25 and 13. You know what I mean? So for me, I'll stay away from Trey Young. I'll look at these other guys, um, and try to push from there.
And to agree and kind of piggyback on what B Diddy was saying, like you got to have an edge, Don. Right? You got to have an edge. Don't just throw stuff at the wall, right, and hoping it sticks. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Do your research, look at the plays, look at the trends. That's how we talk about when we teach about gambling, right? Think about it very similar to like teaching stocks. Look at your market trends, right? Understand, is it a high value stock or low value stock, right? Understand, is it a blue chip player or you kind of you kind of going with the weeds of speculative stocks, right? Stick to your guns, stick to your blue chips. Don't bet some of these other guys that you're hoping to have big odds that's going to hit like for 10, 15. That's a crapshoot, man. Stick to what's going to get you the win, right? Stick to put your money into what you're going to know is a good return. And that's how we talk
Right.
about sports gambling, and that's how we talk about betting, because
And
you see a lot of these like Barstool, BR betting. You see a lot of these people put these huge parlays with people that are hitting, putting $100 and winning like $250,000 or $100,000 because they have some of these parlay plays that have these plus 500, plus 4. You gotta understand that's a straight gamble, right? It
mhm.
really is a straight gamble when you do some plays like that. So you guys got to be careful and not get caught up in the hype of chasing parlays with these 10-team parlays. It's just not. It's like anything that I put in the membership plan. I mean, the membership team. If I have a parlay that's over 4 or 5, that's a long shot to me.
Mhm.
Now that might not be a long shot to you, but to me, I know the numbers. That is a long shot. It is very hard to hit 5 to 6 consistently. I do it because I know like my our members like to make those type of plays and like those make those type of bets. But I also give them at least 5 regular plays that I would normally play and play heavy. My straight plays and my 2 team teasers or my 2 team parlays. But I sprinkle, like you know what I mean, like y'all seen me before. I sprinkle some of those plays into my parlay plays and then some of the leans that I like. And that's how I construct them, right? It's all about mixing and matching those parlays and getting them right. But you'll never really see me have a really big parlay that's like a 7, 18 team parlay. So what? We can just run back and say, oh, we hit this parlay for 3 or 4 bands. Yeah, that's love, right? But at the same time, can I do it consistently? That's the point, right? It's the consistency of winning over and over and over again. And that's the key in being successful in betting. And that's what we talk
And just
about on this show, man.
one more thing, just to add in that, and I'm gonna keep it
Yeah,
real
go.
quick, is that not only just using your trends and doing the research. Now, obviously, we're doing the research for you and giving you the plays for you, but also just use your eyes, man, and also be comfortable, on finding like that value and where you're like, if it loses, you felt like you had the best play. So you're not going to win them all. Jacob DeGrom not let off a run the other day. He was at a .50 ERA and let
Yeah,
off a
that was
run against
two.
the Philadelphia Phillies. And if I had lost that, if I would have lost that in that inning, I'd have been like, I put my money in the best person's hand at that point.
Yeah.
So you can only be okay with that. I'm a poker player. I got pocket aces, and somehow I end up getting all in pre-flop, and I lose. Hey,
You're
I
going
put
to
my
lose
money
in
in,
this game. You're going to
right. I
lose.
put my money
Yeah.
in exactly on the best with the best hand going in. And I feel like there's certain plays and times that you feel as though you have a strong play with the best case scenario, and sometimes they may not lose or may not win. I'm sorry, may not win, and you might lose, and it is what it is. So just use your eyes, you know what I'm saying, and try to find the best value, and then you'll be okay in the long run.
Yeah. And then go sign up. Like, this is what I
And
talk
sign
about. Go sign up if you want to get some ideas on how to bet and how to play and see if you can follow the formula that I do. Go sign up to the membership plan, man. Join the link on A2D Radio. I believe it's on their YouTube page. Go join the link. Go subscribe. Go subscribe right now. Check us out. $9.99. It's already paid for the year. Membership who followed the plays, they're already paid. They already made their money back for the year. This is not. I'm not talking for the month, for a couple months. I'm talking about for the year. 2 weeks in a row, we had hedge opportunities when we came up almost between the two of them, at least $800 to $900, counting how you bet. You know what I mean? How much you risk. You know what I mean? So now let's circle all the way back to the beginning where we talked about the recap of the membership plays. And one of those, B Diddy, because you're my soccer guy, one of those plays was a soccer play that we had put in for Italy.
Mhm.
So for those in the membership team, the there was a couple plays in there that I had Italy on, right? So we swept once again. We swept the 3 straight plays. You know what I mean, get that broom out. We swept them, so that was good money right there. And then I had a 2 team parlay, what I think it was Denmark and Italy for soccer. Now, if you notice, soccer won an extra, but that was my bad, right, for not understanding some of the plays. And this is a learning lesson for me, you know what I mean? Because I depend on my guys, because it's not just me betting, it's all of us putting in our thoughts and getting together that we have in another group chat. And they B Diddy gave me a play on one of the soccer plays. And I misunderstood because they went to extra and they won the game. But that didn't count, so we lost the bet. So B Diddy, if you could for a nice little gem here, man, give us a little breakdown of how soccer plays are and the different types of soccer bets. So for next time, we make sure we cash out.
Yeah, well, first off, the better team, although they're moving forward. The better team didn't play well yesterday, and that was Italy. They were far and beyond the better team on that pitch yesterday. Um, but the opponent just was fighting, right? So you have that sometimes in soccer, especially when you're coming into tournament play. Now you're in tournament play, and there is it's not like a regular match, right?
Yeah,
Throughout the season. So in soccer, you have 3 levels you can bet. So you have the Asian handicap, which usually you can it'll be a minus a half, a minus a quarter, a minus 3/4, or a minus one or more, right? But you won't have a draw attached to that. So when you're dealing with the agent handicap, it's either you win or you lose. If you're dealing with it in a regular season or a regular match, then the injury time will be included on that, because there is no extra time in regular matches. It's usually 90 minutes, and then you might have your injury time that goes in with that. And within that injury time, your bet still sustains because it can end in a draw. That, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're betting agent handicap, and you say, for instance, I'll give you an example. You bet agent handicap and is at a minus a half, you have to obviously win that bet. If they lose or draw, you will lose. Does that make sense? If the agent handicap is at a pick, then if they draw, your game will be a push. If you win, if your team you pick wins, then you'll win. If they lose, you lose. If it's a quarter, say it's France agent handicap minus a quarter, and they win by a goal, they'll win. If they lose, you will lose a quarter of your bet, I believe.
Damn, soccer crazy.
Because it was minus a quarter. But that's just only on the agent handicap. You always have a run line though, right? The money line. And within your money line, you'll see plus odds, possibly negative odds, and then you have a draw that's in that. So they're giving you three options. So if you pick the team to win with the money line, they have to win. They can't tie. And then you have the totals, over and unders. Now, in tournament play, and just cutting it short a little bit, is that since there is no draws, it goes into extra time. But your bet is only within the 90 minutes, the 45 and the 45.
Brutal.
And that's what happened yesterday, because they were in the tournament style, and there has to be a winner to come out of that.
Right.
So your bet is only going within that 90-minute frame. Italy should have won within 90 minutes. But since it went to extra time, now your bet has lost because they didn't win within the actual regulation of time. And there's another option where you can have that will pop up now. If you look during tournaments, you'll see to qualify. So that will be the bet. You might play a little more juice, especially on a favorite, to qualify, because that just alleviates pretty much the whole game. And somehow you'll have in some tournaments, you'll have point standards that may be equal over or not. And to qualify to get to the next round, then it'll come through. And that's why that extra qualifying bet will pop up on tournament styles. So I know it gets a little confusing, but
yeah, maybe we'll do a short video on just how to bet soccer, right?
Yeah,
where we can break it down and give you give it a more in-depth 10-minute way to bet, and maybe do some videos with that too. You know what I mean? On how to actually bet it within the app and something. I can get with the guys, and we can
tournaments is there. There's 90 minutes if you're making a play within the game.
Right.
Regular Premier League, is not in the playoffs and nothing like that. Regular, mind you, it's gonna go into your injury times and the full game. But mind you, the draw is always in play in soccer, except for tournament time.
Okay, good. Good luck, bro.
Yep.
Good luck for breaking that down, man. Yeah, Tom. Phillies had a doubleheader yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering which one killed you, unless you bet on both. But you're such a fanboy. I mean, you're such a fanboy.
No, you know what? The Phillies have they didn't have a doubleheader yesterday.
Did they not have a doubleheader? I thought they had because didn't the Grown pitch too yesterday?
The Grown pitched yesterday, but it wasn't a doubleheader. The Grown pitched yesterday.
Oh.
The doubleheader was on Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Yeah, and they lost 4-3. Yeah,
they split. Yeah, they split. I think they split the doubleheader.
Yeah,
and they lost yesterday and once again in extra.
No, of course. And then going back to this one question, do y'all get a good feel of baseball? I'm a little mad. I'm a little bad when it comes to betting baseball. Absolutely, bro. Like I said, man, I have posted before. If you look at the plays that I put up yesterday, since you're in a membership, if you notice that I did pretty well in baseball across the board, whether it was in teasers. I'm sorry, it wasn't in parlays or straight plays. I had 2 baseball plays in our straight plays, and I swept that. And then I think out of 3 parlays, I had I had 2 4 teams and 1 5 team. So that is 8 and 13. And out of the 13 plays, I missed 4 or 3, and a lot of them were baseball plays because that's all that's going on right now, right? So there's a lot of baseball plays, a lot of UFC plays I had yesterday. So yeah, man, we do fairly well across everything, across the board. Yesterday was on me. It was my bad for not understanding the soccer play, and that's why B Diddy just kind of ran down how we bet soccer moving forward because I thought a little bit different. Italy won. It would have been a successful day if Italy had won yesterday because we would have swept the straight plays like we did. We would have hit the
Plus the
1-2
parlay.
team, the 2-team parlay that I had with both soccer plays, and we would have lost the 3 kind of parlays, but the one was a long shot. So typically, when I write on the membership play that it's a long shot, I wouldn't put too much money on that because I know it's there's a play in there that's just adding more value to the play to get it over like a better payout. So when you see that long shot, be careful. But then again, my long shots have hit too, right? Where we've been in hedge opportunities, and that was on the first one, the first winning weekend. We had a long shot that I think was plus 1,800, and you could put a hedge in, and you could have won. Counting how you bet it, you could have won an easy $700, right? So just be careful when you look at those plays, man. So excuse me. So we recapped the membership plays. We talked about soccer. We talked about if you're still out there, man, if you're still watching, man, add to the comments, add to the show, man. Is this our lowest point as a Philadelphia sports fan? Agree or disagree? And we'll continue to talk about that as well. We talked about the membership again. Obviously, we got new summer shirts coming out for MoneyPot Podcast. You see, this shirt that I'm wearing here was actually a sponsorship shirt for a inner city camp for youth in Philadelphia area. We actually beat the number that we were looking for. So I want to, again, thank everybody who brought one of these kind of reflective MoneyPot Podcast shirts. Obviously, see B Diddy out there. Hot as hell, man. Well, you going to the casino, but hot as hell with that hoodie on, showing that
Yeah, it
neon
be cold as shit
green.
in there, bro.
Yeah,
It be cold in
man.
there, bro.
It'd be cold as shit in the casino. I
It be
forgot
cold.
about that, man. So, before we get out of here, man, I just want to talk to you, man, about, is it too early to talk football?
Well, can we get some? We gotta get our plays in, bro. We ain't get no plays for the people right yet.
Oh, you can't. Well, we got them. That's what the membership's for, bro.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I mean,
That's
it
what.
was something I
Yeah,
wanted to throw out
we
there.
do. You usually give out free plays, but I mean, that's what the membership is. But you know what? You right. Give him something. Go ahead. Give him a taste. Give him something. What you got for me, bro? Give him something.
All right. Here we go.
Go
So
ahead, go.
jump on it now because the match started at 12.
Go
You
ahead.
got Netherlands. You got the Netherlands playing coming up playing Czech Republic. Netherlands is the better team.
All right.
The line is short enough where you can hit the money line at minus. I want to say it was last time I looked, it was minus 165.
It still is.
They're going to win in regulation. I really like that play. Netherlands, they were part of my 4-team parlay that I had that actually got crushed yesterday because of Italy. I see Netherlands keeping a clean sheet. So it's 2 plays I would bet on that one. I would bet Netherlands to win money line.
Hey, just give him one. Just give him one. Okay, you're giving too much away.
Damn, I got some good ones too, man.
Just give him. Well, you got some good ones. Yo, sign up. Sign up for the membership.
$9.99.
Sign up.
You're making money right back.
You're gonna make it right back. You're gonna make it right back. Sign up right now. Go to the link. Right. Go to A2D Radio YouTube. Hit the subscribe. $9.99. And you'll see the rest of B Diddy's plays, man. He just gave you a gem. He just gave you a freebie.
That's a Trey Young layup. I mean,
a freebie.
That's a floater.
That's floater, right? He wants to play those floaters. You know what I mean? And when you hear this music, you already know, man. So that was a lock play live on air. Shout out to B Diddy, man. Trying to give up all the goods.
Man, I got 4
he got more.
Right here too. He
got more. So hold on. So let's be sure, right, that we make this. Even though you said you really feel confident about the Netherlands, they're up. They just got jumped up to minus 170.
Damn.
But I'm looking at FanDuel right now, right, and what I have here is I have money line, I have a spread 3-way, correct score, then over and under goals, anytime goal scorer to qualify for the next round.
What's the qualify?
Minus 400.
Yeah. See, the qualify is good because it's going to add the extra time in there.
results in both the score. So what you were talking about earlier, how do I bet this game?
You would bet the money line because I feel
Just
as though
bet
they're
the
going to
money line?
win. Yeah, they're going to win it. They're going to keep it clean. I want to say about 2-0. I'll say it'll
Okay.
be about 2-0. 2-0 Netherlands, and it should win in regulation. Czech Republic is just sizably inferior to the Netherlands. Netherlands have come off a 2-0 win, 3-0 win. They've been really dominant. I think they're the only team 100%. One of 2 or 3 that's only 100% coming into the elimination games. I think they want to carry that on. They're just a better team all the way around. Their attacking is phenomenal, especially against a Czech Republic team.
Okay. I like it, man. B Diddy, you just wanted to go run it. You you wanted to run the
Yeah,
plays.
I was gonna give
You
a
was about
couple.
to
You know what I
drop
mean?
gym after gym after gym, man.
I got some Nerfies right now sitting on my
Bro,
lap. I got
how long
I
we
got
been doing this?
couple.
I've been doing this
You
for
right.
what? I've been doing this 5 years. You've been with us for 3. We've been giving out free plays for 5 years.
That's true. That's true.
For 5 years, dog, we've been giving out free plays. We told the
true.
folks, we told the people, shit ain't always free, but it's only $9.99, man. That ain't nothing.
It's only $9.99. That's nothing.
That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, man. So real quick before we get out of here, man. We talked about the poll. This is our lowest point as a Philadelphia sports fan. And as a host, as a content creator, we're having trouble talking about substance and not talking about the same thing. I want to talk about new stuff. You can go to ESPN, you can go to First Take, you can go a lot of places. They all talk about Ben Simmons and trading and all that shit. Like you can go a lot of places and talk a lot of different stuff. And that's what I don't like doing that. I don't like talking about what you can go somewhere else. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing some people have switched to football, but to me, we're still in June, July 4th coming around. Is it too early to talk football? I mean, I feel like we can always talk football. That's a given. But is it too early to talk football? Too early to start talking about fantasy, college football? Or are we just there because we're Philadelphia sports fan and we just need something positive to talk about? If that is
for me, we're about to go into the dead end of the summer. Obviously, basketball is led up a little further than normal, right? Usually they're done by Father's Day. And now, with the late season starting is pushing us deeper into the summer. So be happy about that if you're a sports fan, that we still got basketball being played, because we're getting to the I call it, the no man land in sports when baseball's in the middle of their season and nothing really matters. So, enjoy your summer, bro. Enjoy your summer. Take a break. You know what I'm saying? If you got to, take a break. Enjoy the nice weather. People outside now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time in the pandemic. You know what I mean? Enjoy the summer.
Facts.
Football be here in another month. That's what I would do. So, yes, is it too early to answer your question? Is it too early to talk about football? Yes, because I'm going to enjoy my summer. I'm about to be in Cabo next week. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where it's like I'll be back in August getting ready for fantasy. You know what I'm saying? But all this stuff that's happening right now, I can care less. I'm waiting for, second week of August, getting ready for college football and then in the NFL. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of these next 4 weeks and not stress.
And that's the key, right? We don't want to stress about our Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday, right? Yep. We don't want to be there just yet. You know what I mean? I completely agree, man. Everybody enjoy the summer. I want to thank everybody for joining. Shout out to Ann Ritter, man, for jumping on, man. And shout out to his show, man, in this very ring next Saturday right here on ATD Radio. I think Tom said it. Get ready for some nerdy talk. As Tom would say. You know what I mean? Feel free to start Star Wars. They talk wrestling. I'm going to have to jump on that show with you, man. I was an old school wrestling fan. So, Andy, look out, man. MoneyPot Podcast. We're going to invade. The takeover is here to take over everything that we do here in ATD Radio. So, for me, Money Moss, MoneyPot Podcast, B. Diddy, thanks for jumping on, bro. As always, man. Happy betting memberships. The video will be dropping here in the next hour. B. Diddy already gave y'all a gem with the Netherlands. Go bet. Have a great goddamn day. And let's get this money. We out.
Sure, spread love, man. Here we go.
Come on, man. Yo, MoneyPot about to start.
No, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
Alright, dog, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
E-A-G-A. Money pop, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stacks. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell the ad. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.co headline.